I'm in Salamanca, in the luxury district of Madrid. La Latina, Lavapiés, Chueca, Malasaña, El Retiro, Chamberí, Madrid Rio, Temple de Debod. Okay, today I'm going to go to every single neighbourhood in the centre of Madrid. Still don't really know the city that well, like I haven't been to all the areas. There isn't much reason to be like exploring into different areas when you get too comfortable with what you know. Today I'm going to go to every single area, all the different barrios, all the different neighbourhoods, and show you what they're like. So how am I planning on doing this? Get the metro around and the bus whenever I need to. I'm going to get to each place and maybe spend like an hour there, have a look around, have a walk around the centre part of it, look at some of the buildings, maybe get a drink, and then we'll just go from there and see how many places we can squeeze in one day. Okay, first stop, La Latina. This is one of Madrid's oldest barrios. Think like rich culture, tapas. Every night this whole area is flooded with people coming in and out of the bars, tapas places. And on Sundays, just around the corner, you've got El Rastro, which is like a massive market. Unfortunately, it's not Sunday, but I might have to come back and make that its own video just to go around that market. I'm just walking from the first metro stop down to La Latina, and look what we're passing. El Mercado de San Miguel. I won't be going back in there, not today, because I'll end up spending all my money on the food. Two reasons why I wanted to start the video in La Latina. Number one is obvious, I want to go to a tapas bar, I want to get some food. The main reason I'm actually going to start the video there is because that's where, if I was bringing someone to Madrid to show them Madrid for the first time, that's where I would take them. It feels like exactly what you'd want Madrid to be for like a young person, going there and just seeing all the bars, the tapas places, people sitting outside all day and all night, like tables full, music. That's the sort of thing I imagined before moving to Madrid, so this is one of my favourite barrios already. This is the first one, La Latina, famous for its tapas bars. Have a look at this. Let's have a look at some of the prices on here. These are the tapas. Jamón ibérico, 5 euros. Croquetas, 5.90. All the stickers and stuff, and all the graffiti. Yeah, I like this street. This is my first time walking down the street, so I'm not an expert on the place, I don't know the place. I'm just deciding to go to every popular area today. Decided to do it all in one day. It's beautiful though. It's literally a 5-minute walk from Plaza Mayor, El Mercado de San Miguel, so like all the really touristy places. This is super central. I'm quite surprised it's this quiet. This is quite nice. 1:30 on a Friday. I know that later on tonight it'll be busier, but I think I came at a good time. So this street is called Calle de la Cava Baja. Pretty much every single one of the places that we just passed were like tapas bars. We've got a few like artsy places. This is cool. Wow. And all the way up this street, like everything is like, you've got stickers everywhere and art everywhere. Yeah, this is where I was the other day. So I was at the very top of the street, so I was at tortilla. I'm gonna actually go back there in a minute and have a piece of tortilla. So to me, this place seems like it's really like artsy. It's really beautiful. Like, there's colours everywhere. Like look at this street. This is just one of the side streets. I don't even know if there's anything up there really, but it looks beautiful. I know that up here there are more tapas places. This is where I'm gonna walk now. Yeah, it's definitely got like a young vibe around here from the couple of times that I've been here. Oh, I could kill an ice cream though. This is definitely one of my favourite places that I've seen in Madrid, La Latina. It's full of life, there's colour everywhere, there's bars open. There's not that many people here compared to when I was here the other night, so I know that it's going to get even busier later. But even now, there are people sitting outside some of the bars. It's definitely not a place you come for quiet. It's a place you come for some excitement. Not like partying or anything like that, but the bars are full. People are outside, people are eating, drinking, chatting. You kind of get that everywhere you go in Madrid, but some places are more like a bit calmer, a bit quieter. There's bars everywhere. This is made for people sitting outside in the bars all the way up the streets, drinking, eating, having a good time. I'm just over there where the cars are going through. Just the other day was like the streets were cut off. There's a crazy party going over there. Let me have a bit of food. I'm gonna head to the next place. Okay, the next stop is Lavapiés, which is, although it's like a 10-minute walk, it's a completely different vibe to La Latina apparently. It's supposed to be raw, creative and multicultural. From what I've read, you can also see a lot of art there, street art and stuff like that, but just got a bit of everything. It's so multicultural. You've got like a Senegalese restaurant next to an Indian curry house, next to like a traditional old school Spanish bar. So I'm looking forward to seeing this place. Crazy how in one city you can get so many different vibes in different areas. I'm just starting to get into No, gracias. Estoy. Igual voy a volver. But yeah, you can get a completely different vibe in the next place. So, all these places behind me are like, they've got people out near the tables asking people if they want to eat. It's not that busy. It's quite quiet at the minute. I don't know how busy it gets around here, but I'd say with all the way all the tables are lined up, I'd say it probably gets quite busy in the evening as well here. I'm seeing a lot of Indian places, halal places, kebab places. It's definitely got a different feel, completely a different vibe. Indian restaurant. I love how raw it feels. Raw and real and like, I don't know. The other place was I love La Latina, but it's very Spanish, whereas here you've got, which is obviously a good thing, you could expect it to be very Spanish, but here you have like, just feel the different cultures, definitely. That was quite a nice little bit with restaurants and stuff, all the tables outside. I was heading down that way, but there's something right up the top there that I want to see. It looks like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of old building. It looks huge. Plus these things, this street looks pretty cool as well, so I wanted to show this. Don't know which way to go. It doesn't feel as touristy, there's not as many tourists, so I don't know how safe it is compared to the other place, which is obviously right in the centre where all the tourists are. There's enough people around here, and it's early on in the day. It's like almost 2 o'clock. Might get a little coffee in this place, actually. A quick look at this place and then maybe I'll go back and get a coffee. What is this place? Formerly a church that burned down during the Spanish Civil War. The ruins have been converted into a university library. That's cool. Anyway, it looks impressive, doesn't it? Used to be a church, burnt down during the Spanish Civil War, and now they've converted it into a library, but I guess the library's around the other side because there's no library entrance here. So, let's get back up here. This is place 2, Lavapiés. Completely different vibe. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know if it's just a quiet day or if it's actually less touristy around here. It's only a 15-minute walk from like the super centre where the Mercado de San Miguel and some other things are. So I would assume it also gets like a lot of tourists coming through here, but maybe it's just because of the time that it is. It's 2 o'clock. So apparently, historically, this was like a working class neighbourhood. Now it's become like a more creative hub. Like you've got loads of creative stuff around here. You've got art on the streets. You've got all these different cultures coming in and like merging together in one place. It's definitely not a polished place, but that makes it interesting. Seeing all the different cultures, seeing it at like its raw state, if that makes sense. It feels like walking through a real neighbourhood in Madrid. Apparently around here you do have some street art as well. So I'm right near Lavapiés Metro over there. I just need to have a little Google. You got to remember, I don't know these areas. This is the first time I've been here, so go easy on me. So this is Calle de Miguel Servet, and apparently there's some artwork on here. See this like on the buildings? I guess that's kind of cool, but look at the streets. They're pretty cool. He's having a good time. I'm not sure if there's much else really going on in this area. I think where I walked down initially was closer to the centre, maybe a bit more of like a more touristy bit, and now where I am, a little bit more relaxed. We are getting to the time where we want to be getting on to the next place, so if I can't find any more artwork up here, then I guess that's it for this place. Yeah, but what are my thoughts? Yeah, creative. I love the bits of artwork that I have seen. Seem like it's more like street art, like it's done by the people rather than when I was in La Latina, and the artwork there is really, really good, but it's more like proper, like it's done in a proper way, if that makes any, I don't know if that makes any sense. Whereas here, it's more the artwork and the streets, they seem more like, yeah, a bit more creative, like this. That's cool, that's just some street work. And this. Just found this cool bookshop though on the way to the metro. I think it's called Grand Libreria. That's everything I'm going to see in Lavapiés, but let's get on to the next one anyway. We're now going to go and get on a tube, and in about 20-30 minutes I'm going to be in the next place. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Madrid? 35. Damn. We are in Chueca. Just got off the metro. When you get off the metro, you're in the square, in the plaza already, which is cool. It's got bars and stuff there. Straight away you can feel that it's a more of a stylish place. It's got like a international city vibe. You've got the pride flag everywhere. When I was reading about it, it was saying that this is known for being one of the most accepting and open sort of places in all of Madrid. Seems like everything's got personality, everything's in a place for a reason, if that makes any sense. I'd like to see what it's like around here at night time. I bet it gets quite lively. And then everywhere you look here, you've got like the colours. It's another cool place which has got a completely different sort of personality than any of the other places that I went to. It's crazy how that can happen in one city. And it's even crazier for me because I'm doing it all in one day, so... It's called Calle Augusto Figueroa. I think I'm saying it wrong, but spotted them straight away. Look at these. Oh, we have to see. Hola, quería preguntarte si tienes algo sin gluten. Ah, esto es aquí. Ah, vale, vale. Todo parece muy bueno. Sí, sí, es verdad. Bueno, gracias. Ten un buen día. Look at this. It says, este muro es de los que unen. That means this piece of art belongs to, I guess, those people who unen. Wish I could tell you what that means. I think it's unite. Oh, another little cool bookshop. Libros y más. So one thing is, this place apparently is really popular for nightlife. I wouldn't know because I haven't really been out in Madrid like that, partying and going to nightclubs and stuff like that, but apparently Chueca is one of the really popular places to come out, have cocktails, have drinks. I think I'm like coming out of it a little bit now, out of the area. It's more like down there, back down that way. Okay, so that's pretty much Chueca done. I'm going to go now to the next place. Never seen Madrid like this. This is how you get to know a city. Try and visit all the most popular areas in one day. But I've seen so many things today that I want to keep in mind, just saving them. Look, this is a cool street, but I'm gonna get run over if I don't move. This is the start of the next place, right down towards the bottom of here. We're gonna be, oh look at that, 10,000 steps today, baby. I'm not even halfway through yet. So I am now in Malasaña, which is like the hipster part of Madrid apparently. It's more of like edgy and creative and like this basically. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool. Oh, they're plant pots. They're all plant pots. This is where the cultural revolution started after the dictatorship apparently, so it kind of sees itself as the new edgy cool place. And it's got these like little streets, you can see how it's really quiet. I don't know, but it seems to be quiet everywhere around Madrid today, to be honest. A few people have said that to me, that it's quiet in Madrid in the summer because everyone runs away and goes to the coast. Little bookshop, should have a quick look. Kind of becoming a tradition in every place. These are what the streets look like when you're walking from one place to another. You have all these little streets everywhere, like rather than like big plazas, they've got like little cafes in different corners and stuff. It's quite a unique indie kind of area. I don't know if that's the right word. That's what I'm getting from it though. Look at this, all those books on the outside just left there. But apparently there is a plaza here in Malasaña, and I'm about to walk up to it. I just walked down Calle del Pez or de la Pez, I don't know, something like that, and that is a really cool little street. It's got loads of vintage shops and like cool coffee shops and stuff like that. Vintage and creative coffee. It's literally all this place is, coffee shops and vintage shops. Apparently in the 80s this whole area became like super popular with like that punk, and that's what I read. It kind of still lingers some of that vibe. Look how cool this street is. That's a vintage shop. That's a vintage shop. That's a vintage shop. There's 4 parallel streets that are full of vintage shops, coffee shops. Another vintage shop, look. And they're not like tiny little places. They're huge. So the plaza is down here. I'll have a quick look at that and then we're getting out of here because there's a few more places I want to get to before the end of the day. that's it really. Time to get the bus to the next place. And now we're just getting to Salamanca, which is like basically the complete opposite to Lavapiés. Super wide streets, luxury shops, which I'll show you in a minute. Like huge buildings. The main street, Serrano, is parallel to this. We're going to get there in a second. And we'll just walk past some of the luxury shops and have a little look around there. 10-minute bus journey and you're in a completely different city, it feels like. National Museum and National Library. So where we're starting in Salamanca is the Plaza de Colón, which is here. See how it's huge, impressive, like Calle Serrano is here. So we're gonna have a walk down and I'll show you some of the shops that are here. It's just crazy. These police officers have big machines on them. Boss or Hublot or Prada, Michael Kors. These are the kind of shops that are here, so you obviously need police officers that have got, they come strapped. In the UK you might see that if you're in an airport. I've seen it once or twice in an airport. People just walking with like a huge one strapped to the front like that, just stood in the street. That's crazy. Anyway, look at the big wide open streets. Let's cross here and have a look at these shops. So this is basically the luxury district of Madrid. This street is called Calle Serrano, and yeah, the kind of shops that you find on this street are impressive, shall we say. I'm right next to Plaza Colón. I'm walking south along Calle Serrano. These are the shops. You've got Prada here, 3,600, 6 grand. But this is where you're finding people that are so elegant, the way they're dressed, the way they carry themselves. You know, I don't know. It's a bit of a crazy place, but it's cool to walk down here. Pop into Rolex, just get myself a new watch quickly. Money. You got Tag here. Not here. It's just my Garmin, man. I mean, there. So although like you've got these super luxury like high street shops, you've also got like quiet residential streets just off the side, and it makes you think like, who's living just off the side of these streets? God knows how much it must be to live in this area. So anyway, yeah, that's what they call the Golden Mile. We come off that street now. It does go really far down, and there's even more shops, bars, cafes. There's only so much of that stuff you can really enjoy. I'd rather show some other stuff, so down one of the nice little side streets. I'll be off to the next place, really, won't I? This is the richness of Salamanca. You've seen it. As we get towards the end of the Golden Mile, we're getting to La Puerta de Alcalá first. This Puerta de Alcalá is where all the expensive bars are, basically. All these along here. El Retiro, the park that we're going to go to now, is the entrance is there. This is the La Puerta de Alcalá, and the bars go all the way around here and around here. But they look pretty nice. I think if it was a nice, like a special occasion, it's a nice place to come to. And where we're going next, over there, the gates to El Retiro, which is the big, beautiful park that's in the centre of Madrid. A green escape from the city streets. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you would have seen El Retiro. It's like one of the most famous spots that people go to, tourists go to when they visit Madrid. Main entrance to El Retiro. Right here. This park is absolutely massive. I could never ever show you around the whole thing, but there are a couple of spots that you have to see here. So as you can see, Madrid isn't all absolute chaos. This is a beautiful park, El Retiro, right in the centre of Madrid. I've just read that this used to be a royal park, apparently, but now it's for everyone to use, which is crazy. It makes sense though, the way it's all laid out, and the way it's really, really beautiful. A bunch of like tourist attractions inside the park, so people are always walking through it. Okay, so this is one of the most iconic spots in all of Madrid. It's the lake in El Retiro Park. This was all built in the 1600s as part of the Royal Gardens, and now it's a place where tourists and locals come to soak up the sun, sell stuff. That big thing was built for like King Alfonso something, and it's surrounded by like statues of lions and stuff, and there's always people sitting on the steps. You just walk all the way along to the end here, all the way across, and there's a path through the back where you can get onto there and you can just sit on the steps. Apparently the most photographed spot in Madrid. Now you can rent these boats, but you have to do it through an app. It's nice enough to just come here and see it, to be honest, but it would be cool to one day go out there and rent one of those. The park is so big that they've got like cafes and bars all around it. But I'll tell you one thing, the prices are extortionate in these places. Snacks, whatever you want. Look, there's even more bars over here. All super expensive, but it's so hot here. But yeah, you'd imagine these royal gardens, private, no one else allowed to come in here. You'd imagine just having all this to yourself, just getting lost here all the time. Or just inviting your mates round for a massive game of hide and seek in your royal gardens. They're working on what I wanted to show you. Palacio de Cristal, yeah, so I think it's like a big glass palace. But they do have this beautiful little lake in front of it, which is like a second, smaller, cuter lake. Oh my god, the turtles. I actually had no idea any of that was in there. A wildlife part of the vlog. But you can see people just chill all day on the grass, sunbathe or find a bit of shade. You've got to remember there's no beaches here in Madrid, obviously, so you either go into a swimming pool or you go into a park like this when you want to chill, read, have a few drinks, and this is one of the most popular spots for it. Lions I was telling you about. The lions are all around this thing, but look, it's pretty cool from up here. It's so much bigger than what it looks when you're across the water. That's where I was stood before, over on the other side. And it's so quiet here. Even here, like last time I was here, this was all packed. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Madrid? It's 38 degrees. Anyway, I think that's pretty much El Retiro Park, everything I can show you. I mean, it is massive, I can walk around here all day, but they are the main bits really. But now we're heading to a really cool place, so let me just show you what it's like when we get there. Oh, you're watching and I'm travelling. Leave a comment below and let me know what's been your favourite place so far in Madrid. Doing all this in 38 degrees. I don't know how much longer I can do it. When I get to the end of this, 2 times goal. That's 20,000 steps. Let me find somewhere to get a beer. 20,000 steps is beer worthy, I don't care what you say. Especially in these. This is Chamberí, a lesser known neighbourhood. Absolutely beautiful, more relaxed, more locals. A little beer, that'll come with some crisps or something like that. And we're probably going to get like tortilla or something like that. It's one of the most central areas where the most locals live. It's got that local vibe about it, like quiet plazas, traditional architecture, and like a strong local identity in this place. Yeah, I really like it. Look how beautiful this place is. And look at that building there. It's absolutely amazing. It's really, really, really nice. I love this place. This little part that's here, the prices are great, the pinchos are great, and we're going to get some tortilla in a minute. Let me enjoy this drink, wait for Maria, and then we'll get some food and we'll show you around this area. But it definitely has more of like a local feel here to a lot of the other places in Madrid. Like a lot of the places are super touristy. Some of the places are like lavapiés. It's a bit more like working class. This around here is really nice, but not super touristy. You could easily live and have your family and walk around. And in a place like this, you feel like you could get to know the people in the cafes, the people serving you, and that they'll have a chat with you. And they're quite nice. They'll make a nice comment or go the extra mile to like do you a favour or whatever. Really local feel around here. It's quite nice, and it's still beautiful. So it's a good balance. You can really experience the culture here because the people aren't used to so many tourists coming through. So this is La Plaza de Olavide. And this is a beautiful plaza. Like many of the places in this video today, I've not been here before, so don't listen to what I'm saying like I'm a professional on the city. I'm seeing it for the first time, just like you. But this is, yeah, really nice. Park over here, loads of playground stuff, and again over here. And they're always on the inside of the plaza, and the outside of the plaza is where the bars are, obviously where the parents are going to sit and stuff. Look how nice this is though. This This is like a little park inside the area of Chambéry. That's what it feels like. Look at all the greenery. Tables for picnics, sunbathing, ping pong tables. Place is pretty busy, to be fair, look. Yeah, that was Plaza de Olavide. Classic neighbourhood vibes, like cafes on every single corner that you go past, and like not a single tourist in sight, basically, other than me. Back on the metro. Casa de Campo. Okay, coffee secured. This is Madrid Rio. I've never been here before. It's really nice. One of the best places to come to escape the city. Obviously not going too far. We just took like 20 minutes to get here on the metro. Get into a big greenery area. Like there's loads. Oh, let me show you down this side. You can see loads of places to ride your bike. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit by a bike as I say that. Ride your bike, run. Look, the river runs along here, and the people run along here. But it's like one of the most, the newest developed places in Madrid. You can tell, you can see it. It looks new. It's pretty quiet now, but this is 11? What am I making up new numbers again? This is 7 kilometers. There are loads of areas of like greenery, parks, places to relax. Even this bridge is pretty impressive, to be honest. Again, it's pretty quiet here. I'm jealous of this guy on a skateboard. Another cool area of Madrid. Apparently this whole area used to be like a really industrialized space, but then they transformed it into this like green, peaceful sort of space that people can just escape from the city to and spend their weekends here, their evenings, cycling around, walking, running. Since getting here, we've seen a bunch of people running, skateboarding, that sort of thing. And it's Friday night. On other weeknights, it's probably like quite busy. So I have seen that this is a really popular place for runners. I was really into my running. I go into it and fall out of it. Just 2 or 3 months ago, I was into it, like running all the time. I was training for the marathon. I ran London Marathon. Since that, I just needed a break. So since then, I've probably not really ran much at all. But I reckon I'll get back into it when weather cools down a little bit. But yeah, I'll have to come and try this place. Have a look at this artwork. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that artwork up there. I wanted to show you was this bridge, which is a bit crazy. It's like really modern look. And as we walk over now, we'll be able to see the river, and there's loads of activities going on near the river. It looks really cool. So I think this is definitely a spot that I need to visit more. Look at this. Got everyone chilling over here. And where's the music coming from? So that's pretty much it for Arganzuela. I'm sure there's loads more to it. There definitely is, but I'm just giving you a quick glimpse into each area. Yeah, that's like the sort of Madrid Rio part of it. I'm sure there's loads more. That would be beautiful to see. If you want to see more of this area, just let me know, because I could make a little mini series and go to each area and spend the whole day in each area. Really, I could do something like that. This was Arganzuela / Madrid Rio. The final place. Just popped into the shop to get some essentials. I haven't actually been here to watch the sunset yet, but it's the first time for everything, so we are here to see it. So this is the Temple de Debod, which is an actual ancient Egyptian temple right here in the centre of Madrid. So apparently this was a gift from Egypt to Spain in 1968 as a thank you for helping save some other ancient monuments during the construction of the Aswan Dam. Basically this stood in southern Egypt, built over 2,000 years ago, and now it just sits in the middle of Madrid. It's one of the only Egyptian temples that you can see outside of Egypt. And it's also one of the most popular sunset spots in all of Madrid, as you can tell. So usually this is actually filled with water, but somebody forgot to turn the tap on today, I think. It literally just started to rain, which made me laugh because everyone started panicking. It's hardly raining, to be honest, but it's crazy because I've not had rain here since I moved here. Quite nice, I don't even mind it. 2 people jumped in there and went to walk over to just have a look, and the security guard from over here ran out. So then I got thinking about it, and it's like, it's actually crazy how old this is. 2,000 years ago that was built. You won't be able to see it on here probably. Ancient Egyptians. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, because I did. So if you enjoyed it and you made it to this point, please hit subscribe, please like the video and comment something, anything that you liked in the video. Anyway, that's all from me. If you want to see a video of me speaking in only Spanish for 24 hours, click here. And if you want to see a video of my first month in Madrid, click here. Thanks very much for watching. See you lot tomorrow.